Hey everybody. So project at hand today is to see what's happening with this lawnmower. I'm getting a lot of fuel, too much fuel in the cylinders where it's drowning out the spark. So I'm hoping the float is stuck on the carburetor. This is a pretty old lawnmower. Doesn't have a crazy amount of hours. I would say maybe 500, 600. It's a gas motor or gas engine. So the rings could be bad. Um, but we're going to start with taking this off, which is the carburetor. And this one is definitely more complicated. It's got the twin cylinders, and it's like the manifolds coming. It's all in the way of the to get to the carburetor. So we've got to take off this shroud and these bits and pieces. Um, so I just figured to bring you along. This is a Briggs and Stratton serial number. Oh, here we go. Briggs and Stratton. That's on an old Craftsman I got back in 2007 or so. But it's a pretty powerful engine. It's 28 horse, 810 cc's. But yeah, it's the Extended Life Series XRD. For as long as we had it, it did a great job. The engine, the rest of the mower, freaking junk. I had to cobble that thing 1,000 times. But it's the only mower we have that has a bagger. And when I do mow, which I don't mow all the time and I only mow my path, I would prefer to collect the clippings so I can turn it into compost and topsoil. So I want to try to get it going, and it'd be ideal to kind of have this standalone because I'm a zero turn, but I don't want to put a bagger on that. And I have my John Deere that I could put this on, but it would require some modification and probably fabrication. So I just figured I'd just bring you along. Let's take this apart, check out the carburetor. Maybe just we'll get lucky and all we have to do is clean it. Could just be a stuck float. I always use premium fuel, so it shouldn't be an ethanol thing. Could just be a worn out float too. Let's just get into it. Hey everybody, just thought I'd jump in here. I know I say create more and consume less quite often, and this is one of those perfect examples. I'm perfectly fine being at home, tinkering, enjoying my property, hanging out with my animals and stuff like that. And that saves me a lot of money. I'm also perfectly fine going to a skate park, which is absolutely free, or to a park and work out, which is absolutely free. But this is also another example. I've had this mower for a long time, and it's going to be a lot cheaper just to fix it instead of going out and buying a new one or buying a bagger for my zero turn, which are insanely expensive. So, there is no excuse for not knowing how to do anything this day and age. You got the internet, and now you got AI. I've even used AI a couple times to help me out. So, well, how do we do this? I get those questions all the time. You just do it. I mean, quit putting that roadblock in front of you and quit succumbing to your vices, and you just do it. I mean, this is something you got to get into, and as you do it, you're going to learn those skills and become more and more mechanically inclined, which will become easier. Some of this does have some pretty smart design. These bolts have shoulders on them. You just got to get them past the little plastic keeper. Then the bolts can stay put. I do like that. Yeah, here's the carburetor. And it's definitely unique, at least for me. So we've got to take off the exhaust manifold and get to it somehow. It's a little fuel pump. That's easy. Yeah. No, it shouldn't be too hard. Let's get into it. So another thing I'd say is don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. That's the only way you're really going to learn these kind of skills.
I mean, if you're not looking to learn these kind of skills and you'd rather just pay somebody, then welcome to a life of servitude. You will always be under somebody's thumb. You will always need someone's help. You will always need that contractor, whoever, to do it for you. I'm just not built that way. I don't believe in that way. I 100% believe in individual responsibility. And the more I can do myself, the less of a burden I am on society. At the same time, there are times where you got to hire an expert, or you just can't afford the tools. For example, I had a big driveway poured for concrete and stuff. I didn't have the tools, and the guy showed up with like it was 7 or 8 guys. It took a lot of tools and manpower to get that done. But for the most part, there's a lot of jobs that you can do yourself. And if you're in a cubicle right now, maybe leave that cubicle, get uncomfortable, go get yourself a general laborer job, get in the dirt, get that experience.
Let's take it in the shop, take it apart, get it cleaned up.
Okay, so in this clip, I'm just breaking down the carburetor, giving a good cleaning. Really not much to talk about during this process. You're removing fasteners, cleaning them, checking the little jets, the seals. There's usually like this little rubber cone shaped thing for the float. So I'll check that, make sure it's not rotted out and stuff like that. But kind of getting back to, getting your hands dirty and working in the dirt. That's kind of where I started. I mean, I've been paying into Social Security since I was 14 years old. And whether it was working on the farm, walking beans, moving railroad ties, or working in the trailer courts, resealing roofs, tearing out carpet, gutting whole houses, you name it. I've done a lot of it. But I've always had that work ethic. I've always had, more so than a lot of my friends. They might have been out doing something, I guess, fun. I'm using air quotes now. But I enjoyed kind of renovating houses from an early age and building things just in general. So I didn't really need that much social life. Now, I mean, I did have a social life. I was in bands and all that kind of stuff. I skated and I had my friends and everything, but I just like to work. I kind of grew up that way. I embraced it from an early age and enjoyed it.
I think we're going to strike out here. Must be the rings. Not entirely surprised. But we'll throw it back on and see what happens. I think I have to get some fuel. I haven't bought any gas in probably over a month now. So I don't even know what's at, but I'm sure it's expensive. Especially premium. I don't even want to know what diesel is. Diesel drives the country, and it's crazy expensive. Yeah, I mean, everything looked good. The float wasn't stuck. The plunger rubber nipple was real supple, so it wasn't dried out or cracked. I think this carburetor unit thing is fine. So let's go reinstall it.
So yeah, for me, work ethic absolutely matters. Sure, I could sit here and play video games as a grown ass man and just wither away, be pale as a ghost, watching social media. And that's what's happening. All this stuff is designed to control you, and a lot of people don't understand that. All these vices, whether it's social media, smoking, drinking, drugs, gambling, all those, it's meant to keep you poor. You might think it's fun, but you're not growing a legacy. You're certainly not growing generational wealth. And thank God some of these people aren't having kids, but a lot of them are. I, I really think America as we used to know it is over. That doesn't mean you can't change your ways. You can say no to all that stuff and say yes to a committed relationship, whether that's with a significant other or if you're a religious type, maybe Jesus or whoever, or just a meaningful, purposeful life, productive hobbies. And those productive hobbies can be cheap. I like to skateboard, so I go to the skate park absolutely free. I like to woodwork. I have my own sawmill. Buy your tools up front. There's some cost, but then it's a lifelong hobby that's, it's a creative outlet. So those are just some examples of how you can escape the system.
All right, I forgot to hit record, but after I put the carburetor all together, it started up. It was smoking real bad. I changed the oil. Yeah, it was way over full. It had a bunch of gas in it. Like I said, I didn't see any smoking gun in the carburetor itself, so I don't know, but I drove it around for a while. Never started smoking, never died. I brought it back, checked the oil. There's no gas in the oil now. I'm going to test it again before I got to fix up the bagger a little bit, but I don't want to do a whole lot in case it starts acting up again.
Yeah, a couple other examples would be put the phone down. I seriously think that social media, the internet, phones, all these electronic devices are causing cognitive decline. I don't know if anybody else has ever noticed talking to somebody that is on their phone for 10, 15, 18 hours a day, but their attention span is next to nothing. They cannot hang in a conversation. They either get up, they start walking around, they start fidgeting. Who knows what their mind is doing, but physically you can kind of see they've checked out of the conversation. I also think that a lot of the processed foods, a lot of the fast foods, is caused irreparable damage to people, and it's very addictive. Obviously, people have a hard time quitting it. If you never start it, that's great. But I've seen friends and family freezers full of processed foods, and they usually have these health problems or these mental health problems that are impossible to physically diagnose via a blood test or something like that, x-ray, whatever. So I think those foods have really taken a toll on people and their minds. So I don't know what it's going to take for you personally. Only you know that. You could start by getting rid of your smartphone. I know that's like a huge step. Probably freaks out a lot of people, but those drastic measures might be necessary to save your mind, to save your mind and your life inevitably. I don't know, just food for thought. From my observations, we are not headed in the right direction.
It's pretty hot today, and with the mower on, it's the engine work harder. So far, so good. So I'm going to call this a success. I've had two successes this week. Earlier this week, I just took out one of my window airs. I thought it was junk, gone, broken. The inside of the condenser was just caked with dust. So I threw all that out, cleaned it all out, works like a charm. So hopefully this continues working, and thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.